To begin studying the two systems in the thoracic cavity, you're going to want to isolate each system by using a seeker probe. And the seeker probe, or even your finger, possibly the pinky, can help loosen connective tissue so that you guys can clearly see the underlying structures. Right? So as I pry open the chest cavity of the pig, right, there's some resistance right in this area. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to just pull it apart. Because if you just pull it apart, you could damage, tear, rip any of the blood vessels, right, that are in this area, okay? Because remember, you're dealing with fetal pigs, so things are going to be a little delicate. So what you want to do is you want to look for connective tissue. Connective tissue is going to be kind of clear and flimsy. And what you want to do is basically use your seeker probe and just kind of carefully break the connective tissue with the seeker probe, right? And as you do that, the different organs of the different systems will appear, right? So right now, we're not really looking at any one particular system at the moment. I'm just using the seeker probe to break some connective tissue, right? All right. So first thing I want to do is I want to start either using forceps, right, or possibly scissors, depending on how careful you are, to start removing some structures that we aren't going to be using. So these circular structures that you see here, these are lymph nodes, and we're not studying the lymphatic system at this current time. All right, so I'm carefully just breaking the connective tissue that holds the lymph nodes to underlying organs, right? And again, I'm just going to continue breaking connective tissue, right? This right here, this is a muscle, right? We don't really need this muscle. So I'm going to actually take my scissors and carefully cut this muscle. This muscle is attached to this structure right here. This is the larynx right here. So we're not studying this muscle, so I'm just going to carefully remove that so that when we do study the respiratory system, I'll be able to study the larynx, right? So here's another lymph node. Push that off to the side, right? And then here you have another structure. Again, looks like a lymph node. Could possibly be the thymus gland, but I think it's the lymph node, right? Definitely a lymph node. And we're just going to carefully remove that, right? Remove that off to the side, right? So that we can see the trachea, right? So here's the trachea down in here, right? So again, all I'm doing is just moving some structures, right, that we are not going to be studying, not at least not in this particular lab, okay? All right. And again, just use some connective tissue, right? And if you notice, if you have a lot of preservative, right, in certain locations, just take a dry paper towel and just dab those areas dry, and this will help you see some structures deep, okay? All right. So I'm going to use my forceps just to move some things around. This right here, this muscle that we already originally cut, I'm just going to remove that completely. Okay, so all I'm doing is just, again, prying and using the seeker probe, right, the seeker probe, to just maneuver and manipulate connective tissue so that I can see underlying organs. So again, I'm just moving things around, right? This lymph node is now in my way, right? So I'm actually going to remove that, right? That lymph node could also be part of the thymus gland, which is a gland that sits right on top of the heart, which is right here, okay? And we're going to eventually remove that because, again, we're not studying the lymphatic system in this particular class. Well, for the particular dissection. Here is the thymus gland, the bottom part of the thymus gland, so we're just going to remove that as well. But just be careful not to just yank and tug because the thymus gland sits on top of the heart. So here's the pericardial sac of the heart, but you also notice this blue structure right here. These are the blood vessels that exit or enter the heart, right? These are going to be the vena cava, right in here. So we want to be careful not to just yank and grab without caution. go ahead and see if I can carefully pull this further apart, but you have to be careful because you can see, right, here's a blood vessel right here, and I don't want to just pull it because then I would rip the blood vessel. We don't want to do that. So now I'm just going to take forceps and kind of clean the surface so that I can see this blood vessel, right? And we'll talk more about the blood vessels, or name the blood vessels, here in a little bit. For now, I've done a lot of maneuvering of connective tissue, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove the pericardial sac, right? Which is the connective tissue covering around the heart, right? So here's the pericardial sac, and what I'm going to do is, well, it looks like it's already been cut, but basically what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna lift the sac, right? And you're gonna make a little cut. And then from that little cut, that little opening, you're gonna take your sharp end of your scissors and you're gonna carefully lift with your forceps and cut towards, right? Carefully cut the pericardial sac towards the base of the heart. So the base of the heart is where the blood vessels enter and exit, right? And then you're gonna carefully do the same, cut towards the apex now. And then from the apex, right? If you do this correctly, you should be able to just peel, right? You should be able to just peel the pericardial sac back posteriorly to the back side of the heart, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the pericardial sac because the pericardial sac is kind of covering some of the things that I need. So when you do that, move the heart in one direction, right? Away from the pericardial sac. And basically I'm going to take my scissors, right? And this time I'm going to use the blunt end of the scissors, and I'm going to just cut the pericardial sac as close to the back as I can without cutting any blood vessels. So in order to do this, you're gonna have to kind of lift and cut so to make sure that you are not cutting any of the blood vessels. So blood vessels, how do you know you're not cutting a blood vessel? Blood vessels are going to be either pink or they're going to be blue. This pig is double injected, which means that, you know, we inject it with a red latex in the arteries and a blue latex in the veins, okay? So red and blue structures are going to be blood vessels, and those blood vessels you'll want to keep intact, okay? You want to make sure you don't damage those or cut those, all right? Okay, so I've removed part of the pericardial sac. I'm going to continue removing the pericardial sac. Because you are doing this by yourself, this is pretty challenging. I mean, even for me, this is relatively hard, but as long as you're careful and cut small snips, right? And as long as you lift and cut, and anything that's blue and red, don't cut towards it, right? Cut away from it, because then you would be cutting a blood vessel. So I'm just kind of lifting and cutting, and doing the best I can. All right, so there is, all right, small snips, the removal of the pericardial sac. All right. Okay, so again, there's the heart in its entirety, and now when I move the heart over, I can see the back side of the heart. From the right side, I can see more of the blood vessels that enter the heart, right? Again, we'll talk about these here in a little bit. Okay, so if I move the heart over in this direction here, I can again see some of the blood vessels that are on the posterior of the heart. I'm actually going to move the lungs, right? See if I can, actually, maybe not because they're so delicate, but I'm going to see if I can move the lungs a little bit so I can see, right, the backside blood vessels of the heart, which, you know, obviously you can't see right now, but I'm going to loosen the connective tissue. So by moving the lungs over here off to this side, right, and I'm not sure if you can clearly see, but you have a blood vessel that looks like a candy cane that goes in this direction, right? And all I'm doing is just loosening the connective tissue around that candy cane, right? And that candy cane is called the aorta. All right, so there's gonna be some ligaments. So these thin structures right here, these are ligaments and nerves. We can cut those, we can get rid of those. And the reason why you wanna do that is so you can clearly see those vessels. Again, short snips, right? Short snips. Okay, so here, you can see that, right? Here's the aorta right here. So I'm just using my seeker probe and just loosening up than connective tissue, right? So here is the aorta, and then this one right here would be the pulmonary trunk. But I'm going to go over all these structures with you as soon as I'm done clearing off connective tissue, right? Okay, so at the moment, it looks like the cardiovascular system is dissected, right? I've removed connective tissue that surrounds blood vessels, right? And I've removed connective tissue, specifically the pericardial sac around the heart. I've removed connective tissue on the backside of the lungs so I can expose the aorta. And now it's just a matter of learning the structures, okay?